IOF Educational Tech. Right now we have a lot of Rabbi Kranis's, study Gemara, I think, in here right now, but we're going to be, as you can see, making more videos to put in here for teachers who are not able to attend Tech Tuesday. If you can't make it one week, hopefully we'll have it for you to view later on your own time. So, this is, by the way, we tried this our first time. This is our first video from last time.
That's cool.
So here's how you create a channel, or how you access your channel. I have my little face attached to my account. You probably just have the first letter of your first name in a circle up here. When you click on that, the first thing is My Channel. When you open your channel, you have playlists. I've already created these playlists: EdTech resources, Google tips and tricks, and Jewish music. You can see my interests. So I also have subscriptions over here of people's accounts that I subscribe to. Now, let's say we want to learn about predicates, because who knows what that is. So, Schoolhouse Rock. Yes.
Mr. Morton is who? He is the subject of our tale, and the predicate tells what Mr. Morton must do.
Okay. Now, this is amazing. The song, the kids are going to remember this forever. I've tried to teach predicates. They don't understand, but this is going to do the trick. So, on the bottom, everyone see, we have our likes and our dislikes.
What about those, it's gonna come up also, the advertisement?
Yeah, so we want to make it big. And if we don't want advertisements, then we're going to take this video and we're going to put it to Edpuzzle. Remember? Yeah. So we have a way to combat that. But this is I'm just trying to show you today how to save things to your playlist so it's easy and quick access. At the bottom, next to save, looks like lines and a plus button. If you click on this, here are all my playlists, and I click which playlist I want to save it to. I click on it, and boom, it's saved forever.
Or you can create a new one.
Or you can create a new one if you don't have that topic yet. So that's how easy it is to save your videos, nice and organized.
We have to
Tip. Oh,
We cannot learn in group.
so we'll do after.
So
This is a continuation from last week's Jigsaw method. I'm going to just review Jigsaw method quickly with you, and then I'm going to show you how to implement it into your classroom using technology. So the P of the TPAC, the pedagogy, is the Jigsaw method. Jigsaw method, who was here last week?
Yeah, me.
Okay. So, do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I could explain. Basically, you take a
Who wants
unit
to be on the
and
team?
you divide it amongst your students. You break them up into different groups, and each student is responsible for one part of the chunk that they have. And then they work on it together, and then they present it to the class as that group.
Perfect.
To that group.
So for our visual learners,
It has to be presented to the whole class.
First, they present
Yeah.
it to each other to make sure their group understands everything, and then they present it to the class.
perfect, great, awesome, thank you. So for our visual learners, here's a visual representation of what he just described. As we see, we have, let's say, five evenly distributed groups in your classroom, and as the colors can see, it's a different topic. Let's say we're doing 5 chapters in a book. Each color would be chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, etc. So the kids have to have the resource that you provide for them of what they're learning, whether it be in a book, whether it be a website, whether it be whatever.
a sheet with
Sure,
the
anything.
data.
A video, anything.
Right.
And then the kids need also to know the expectations of what you want them to learn. So whether that be a worksheet or Google form or Google slide, anything that you come up with of them to a way to record what they're learning. Then, when they get we break them up. We let them go into their expert group. They're going to become an expert, and they together study and learn and record everything, make sure everyone in the group understands. Now, this combats the age-old issue of group work, because sometimes you give group work, one kid does everything. This, you can't get away with that, because each one of them needs to be an expert, because they have to go back to their group and then teach their group that information. So, it's awesome, and I've heard amazing results from teachers who learned this last week and went to the classroom the next day and tested it out, and they loved it, and it was amazing. Also, what's nice about this is now you can have FaceTime with your students. they're doing their work, and you can now meet with each group and help give them questions to get the conversation started, let's say, or make sure they're on the right path, which is amazing. I've heard during my research and from teacher testimonials, they've said that this is fantastic. That when they walk around the room, they were very nervous, thinking that the kids wouldn't be taking it seriously, wouldn't be working hard. When they walked around the room, the kids were engaged in amazing conversation and really understanding and knowing their topic. So it's very, very effective. After their expert groups, they come back to their original groups, and they have to teach the rest of their group their information that they have. Now you can decide after that whether if you want to present it as a full class or whatnot. So that was a review from last week of what the Jigsaw method is. Now I'm going to show you that was pedagogy, and I'm going to show you the technology part. Okay, Alice Keeler is one of our tech gurus. This is her blog. And she has created a template for Jigsaw method using Google Slides. Look how easy this is. She has all of the instructions. She has, first of all, this is a template with, if you give it a minute, instructions, and then dividing up the groups. All you have to do, this link is in our Tech Tuesday Google Doc, right here, Jigsaw method part 2. And the template step-by-step instructions is right here. When you get to Alice Keeler's website, this link right here is the link to the Google slide. Some of you might remember from Tech Tuesday in the past is that we showed you how this concept. The educator, Alice Keeler, created a template. She wants to share it with the whole world. If she shared her original version, and everyone took it, they would start editing it, and it would ruin her original, and everyone would be mishmash. So this is called a forced make copy. And so when I click on make a copy, look how easy this is. Takes a couple seconds because it's generating it. Look, that's me. This is now in my Google Drive, saved, done, one click. So I have this. It's called a copy of Jigsaw. I can always rename that. Or I can leave this here, because this is a template. And now every time I want to make a new activity, I go to File, make a copy.
Yeah.
File, make a copy. Now I have a copy of a copy. I'll obviously change that title later to the topic. And look how easy this is. We have our instructions for the students. Done. Simple. All you have to do is, I'd also change the colors, because again, the visual aid, I would change each group to be a different color. But all you have to do is type in the topic. So let's say pretend it's chapter 1, which is pretty hefty, but let's say it's chapter 1. And then we put in the names of the group. Names of the group. Okay. And that's it. Now, how are we going to get this to our students?
Class.
What did you say?
Google Class.
Google Classroom, perfect. When we put an assignment in Google Classroom, there are 3 ways in which to distribute it to the students. The first way is students can view. When you select that, the kids can only see this. They can't touch it, can't edit it, can't change it. The second way is students can edit. Now that means that it's all the students can edit this one slide. Okay. The third one is is make a copy for each student. And that is when we want to distribute, like as if it's a worksheet, that each kid gets their own. But let's think about the second option for this. If we choose student can edit, then all our kids are inside one slideshow. Now why would that be effective? If they're all in the slideshow, so these, Rachel, Danielle, and Khani, all they need to do is, in chapter 1, they need to just click a new slide. And then they can start building whatever their information. Now, if all the groups do that, you have one cohesive slideshow,
Right.
which means when you want at the end of at the end of the lesson for the kids to come up and present to the rest of the class.
You have it already.
It's already here. No closing, open, downloading, blah, 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 blah. It's all nice and neat. It goes very fast. No time wasted, which is, we know that time, that starts, when they start downloading this and this, we lose that. Cohesive. Number one. Number
When you
two.
share it on Google Classroom, it shares it with all the students.
Yeah. Number two is this is now a beautiful review. They have all the information when you want to go to the next step and assess them. They have this huge, beautiful review sheet that they created themselves, and they own it. So that's the end. That is how we took the Jigsaw method, our pedagogy, and now this is the technology behind it to implement it into our classroom.